Hello there, I'm Megan Cole and I'm reporting for Capital Magazine, and I'm doing a little video blog here with Saul Guy, who is the host and producer and creator of For Real, the series. So yeah, that is true. So first up, I just want to ask you if you could just tell us a little bit about what For Real is all about, and maybe when it started and what it is.
Well, For Real is, in its embodiment now, is a television show. They're 30-minute shows, and each episode we take a celebrity guest, an artist or an actor or someone famous, to a different part of the world to connect with young people who under really extreme circumstances are doing amazing things to change their surroundings, a lot of times using art and culture to do so. The show was created by myself and my partner Joshua Thome. When we started with the idea, we didn't know if it was a film, if it was a TV show, what it would be. And basically we wanted to find a way to merge social change and entertainment and create something that wasn't corny and made you feel sick.
Cool. And what kind of celebs have you had on board so far?
Yeah, we've been fortunate. We've had so far we're doing 8 episodes. We've got 4 shot so far. We had Joaquin Phoenix in the Amazon rainforest. We had Mos Def with this guy named MV Bill in the City of God. We had MIA, artist from the UK,
wow,
in Liberia, and the pilot episode was Kanon in Kenya. And coming up, we've got a host of different celebs that are committed. It's just about scheduling, but we've got commitments from people like Ava Mendes, Red Hot Chili Peppers. Who else is in the mix right now? Charlize Theron, Sam Roberts.
These are all a lot of celebrities who are doing a lot of social change, and they're environmental activists.
Yeah, people who are aware. We're also we put it out to, and depending on their availability, some people who aren't the people you'd expect, like Kirsten Dunst is interested in doing one, and
who knew?
Yeah, well, and it's kind of like the thing is they're less about, these shows have nothing to do with the celebrity or us coming to save the world, or to save, or to even help these people. The people we're featuring are fully empowered and fully in motion, changing their world. We're just observing. We're just learning about their work, and ultimately we're raising awareness around what they're doing so that as a collective we can contribute in whatever way we want to contribute. Or we can take their inspiration and apply it in our life. It's not some classic charitable thing. It's not, I don't really believe in those models. I think they're broken, and I hope that one of the challenges we put out with this show is for our generation to try to find new ways to quote unquote help people, and to be charitable and to be helpful and to be empowered and be engaged, but not in like, oh, poor me way, because MV Bill in the City of God doesn't need your help, but you will want to support him when you see the story. Trust me.
So what do? You call up Joaquin and say, "Hey, Joaquin, can we do a story with you?" Or do you?
Yeah, it's pretty it's crazy.
You don't like that process?
No, that part is it's crazy because like the scheduling part of it, getting the commitment from the celebrities is hard, and getting the people we feature, finding their time is hard because they're not sitting there waiting for us to do a TV show on them. They're like making it happen. They're flying all over the world. They're rocking it. So making the schedules meet usually comes together at the last minute. We run and pull it together and we go and rock it. But it's just about kind of the word's been spreading. Joaquin was supporting, my business partner Josh has worked with his family in the past. He was supporting it in its development stages, and when we got to a level where we had an opportunity to take him on a trip, we invited him and he said yeah. And then his involvement springboards into other people's involvement. Mos Def, who's a friend and saw, he loves the work we do with the artist work with Kanon, and he saw the Kanon show and he met me and he was like, yo, when do I get to go somewhere? And so he was going to Brazil. So they all are kind of,
gotcha, they
happen but we're also reaching beyond our circle, and we're down to take anybody anytime. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah. So from where you've been and the shows that you've been done, you shot so far, can you pinpoint can you tell a story if you were to pick one of the most impact you've been in your journeys? I know it's maybe
I will say that every leader that I've met, and we met a lot of these people prior to even shooting, just in our development stages. Josh and I kind of went about it the wrong way. We just started traveling, meeting people. We didn't kind of write a treatment about it. We went out and did it. MV Bill in the City of God, because I'm a hip hop baby, immersed in hip hop culture, and what he's done. He's one of the biggest MCs in Brazil. He's hugely famous. He's taken that fame and that notoriety. He built a community center in his neighborhood where you can do everything from take b-boying classes to theater to, media classes. You can get online. Okay. You can learn to edit videos. You can play basketball, and he's basically self-funded this thing. So he's doing all of this, and it became such a thing and was such a hit that the other hip-hop artists and musicians emulated it. There's now 8 of them throughout the favelas of Brazil. He's also authored 2 best-selling books and a hit documentary. He's working with the president of the country, doing youth action stuff, and all this from a guy who's into hip-hop and really got into hip-hop through Public Enemy, and really is focused on hip-hop as a tool for social change, and is mystified at what hip-hop has become in the mainstream of North America. And so for Mos Def to go and meet him and them to have this culture exchange, it was really wild. It was like putting these 2 almost heads of state together, and they started having this really in-depth conversation, and he's just really inspiring. I mean, I love the guy. I mean, I can't believe what he's been able to do, and he's humble.
You pinch yourself? You think, oh, I'm being able to be a part of something that's so inspiring and that's so it's going to make a difference. I get goosebumps. Like, I feel very fortunate to tell these stories. I traveled the world. I've met some really amazing people. The blessing of being able to tell their stories and spread their message in a way that's palatable and digestible for our generation, for people who are younger than us, for people who are a little older than us. And I think more and more we need to hear about these stories, because they're happening. It's not all just doom and gloom out there. There's a lot of heavy stuff going on the planet, but there's also a lot of amazing people. And ultimately, if these shows can inspire and pass on the energy that these young leaders are using, then we've been successful. Because the more I have met these people, the more I've realized they're kind of the same person. And what they're doing is by their sheer will, they're transcending their surroundings. And we can all do that. It doesn't mean we're in Vancouver, that a kid in North Van's problem is any different than a kid in the street in Nairobi. Sure.
We're human, but how we approach those issues and how we deal with it head on will, that's what will determine our fate.
Where are you at right now? Like you said, you've shot the pilot and you've got halfway through.
We're 4 in, 4 more to go.
Okay. As of the middle of February, we should say.
As of the middle of February, we're halfway there. We've got 4 more to shoot. Our next show is coming up tentatively are Cambodia, Northern Canada, Haiti, either the southern United States or potentially Peru. So 4 of those 5 will get shot. We've been trying to get a show in the Middle East. It hasn't quite come together. Season 2. Give us a season 2.
Where can we find you? Where can we?
You can go to directcurrentmedia.com and see clips online. You can eventually see this fall on TV, on CTV and MTV Canada. And if you're watching this on the net, it'll be in the US and throughout Europe and on TV around the world sometime in 2007. We're not sure where.
But for now, you can look up directcurrentmedia.com.
Directcurrentmedia.com. Watch the clips, watch trailers. Stay tuned. If you need any information or you want anything further, just sign up for the mailing list and we'll hit you up.
Awesome. That's great, Saul.
Cool.
Wicked. Nice to meet you, man.
All right, nice
Thanks
to meet
a lot.
Right on.